Welcome to BCC News Tonight, viewers. Today we're gonna share the story about foreign laborers in Singapore. Why have they chosen Singapore to be their destination? Why are they coming to Singapore? Chan Chin has more to say.
Today we are here at Mr. Ho's house to see why he has come to Singapore to work. Mr. Ho, why have you come to Singapore?
Firstly, I have to make clearly that I do not like to come to Singapore to work because I do not see any good opportunity or future in a small island which do not have natural resources and depend on other countries' technologies, know-how, hinterland resources and country relationships. I was invited or offered by my former boss who intended to close down the factory in Batam, Malaysia, to work in Singapore. The actual reason is that Singapore offers a lot of opportunities to upgrade oneself in technical education courses or other self-improvement courses for the future competitive job market environment. This means I have made up my mind to go back to school to upgrade myself if I want to work in Singapore.
Mr. Ho, what's your expectation when you come to Singapore? Does it really appear to what you have thought?
When I first started my work in Singapore, I found the people here are friendly, hardworking, disciplined, etc. So I did not have problems in settling down in the company. After working hours, I have friends working in Singapore to keep me a company. A few months after settling down here, I made a lot of friends and meet a lot of funny and wonderful people. And they are very interesting to know them, but not forgetting my colleagues, Out of my expectation, I found my life here are more interesting than I thought. Okay.
Third question, Mr. Ho, do your directors and managers treat you well?
Regarding about my directors and managers, they are very supportive in one way or another in works or courses which I attended. They also encourage me to attend more courses and sometimes give me advice on my work or even in family matters. They also recommend me self-improvement books to read.
How is your life compared to your country, your native country, Mr. Ho?
The living standard, cost of living and health costs are high and expensive in Singapore. The living standard is high because the living standard is high because the place is kept to very clean as possible, environment are free from pollution, and there are many control enforcement to discourage people from dirty hygiene habit. There are also a lot of posters and advertisements on civic conscious. As for cost of living, they become very expensive as compared I first landed in Singapore. Maybe due to the cost of employment, transport, rent, and other costs, but the quality of product, service, or the food you buy are of top quality. Cost of health comes under the cost of living. The people here are more stressful, and the quality of life, I should put it at average. Although my native country living standards are not as high as Singapore, but the people there are less stressful, very relaxed, and much easier to pass time. I can feel the quality of life are much better than Singapore. The cost of living are much lower here, and the quality are equivalent as good as slightly lower than Singapore, but above the set requirement in standard of living, health and others. The only setback is the hygiene standard I think are well below my expectation of my country.
Mr. Ho, compared to Singapore and Malaysia, which one do you think give you a better life?
If I had to think for my future generation, the earlier days, I would have to pick Singapore for better life. You will feel very comfortable to keep your child here because the security here are safe, abundant of quality foods, conducive cultural environment for children, and good education system, good health care, and many others. There are also more jobs. There are also more jobs or entrepreneurial cultivation opportunities here than my country, because here they have sound and stable policy, also have good foreign relationship and good leaders. As for my sunset age, I would pick my country. I have nothing to look forward at this age. My only hope is to have a quiet life there. So I require a place where the cost of living is low. Standard living, not bad. Health is reasonable and meet my requirement. Have plenty of unpolluted air. Familiar faces around to accompany me or my family. The society is less complicated because the population is small. Lastly, you can enjoy exercise or gardening every day.
Go! Oh, I see. Immigrants have come to Singapore is due to the pull factors. For Mr. Ho, it will be the recommendation of his boss and opportunities found. Overall, immigrants are the source of Singapore labour force in more ways than one. Thank you for watching today's BCC News. Goodbye.